Hey guys, if you guys need your dominations, 12-0s, evos, anything that has to do with online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% legit and 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on how to get a ton of tokens in NBA 2K21 Myteam and get yourself all the way to the Dark Matter Pistol Pete. You guys know that once you redeem both of these Galaxy Opals here, you will unlock the section that does say Dark Matter, and you will be able to get the limited Dark Matter Pete Maravich card. So that is the goal today. I'm going to kind of show you guys how to get a ton of tokens, all the best methods and all the best game modes and stuff like that. So if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and smash that like button, would be greatly appreciated. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button, would be greatly appreciated as well, as we are getting super close to 67,000 subscribers. So would be pretty cool. So let's try to hit that ASAP. Now, like I said, you guys know that I do make this video every probably every other month, I would say, because I do like to give you guys some updated things on how to make, tokens and stuff like that. Now, I do want to make an MT video coming soon as well. So if you guys do want to see that, do me a favor and smash this like button. If you guys get like 150 likes in the first hour, I'll know you guys want that, because trust me, I have some pretty good ideas that I think a lot of you guys don't really know about. Like, I'm talking like some, I don't even want to call them snipe filters. It's really filters like to make MT that nobody uses. Like, literally nobody uses, because it's not about players. So I think a lot of people overlook it. So if you guys do want to see that, like I said, kill a like button. Now, today is Monday, 33 days left into the season. There is a ton of XP and stuff that has come out. So really quick, as always, I just want to remind you guys, make sure you guys do your XP stuff. It is going to be super easy to get JR, so make sure you guys do that. I mean, literally, today's daily is 400, and you can do this all in one game. The first thing I'm actually going to be talking about is collections. Now, I don't really like talking about collections too much, because this does require you to obviously lock in sets and stuff like that, and it's kind of hit or miss. But I'm going to be talking about this because at this point in the year, I feel like everyone should have a ton of MT, and if not, there's still good methods of these collections to be able to lock in and stuff like that for super cheap. So first things first, the first current NBA set, the 21, they do give you 10 tokens per team. There's obviously 30 teams, so 300 tokens just for completing this. It's actually a really good amount. But more importantly, the 21 current NBA, current set does give you 20 tokens per team. So you actually end up getting 600 tokens per team. So just between these two collections alone, that is 900 tokens that you guys can get just from this. Now, the heat check ones, they do give you 25 per team, which is a pretty good amount as well. I mean, it's pretty early that I'm recording this, and I don't really want to screw up my math, but it does give you 750 tokens. So this right here is a ton. 1650. That is the total amount of tokens that you get for completing these three sets. So if you have a ton of MT, you could probably lock in all these sets for really cheap. I mean, like, if you guys see, like, a lot of these guys you can pick up for under 1,000 MT, like Joel Embiid. I mean, he's 1,000 MT. If you wait or keep scrolling, you'll probably find one for under, 1,000. Same thing with Ben Simmons. If you go to these silvers here, the silvers might be a little tricky just because, some of them, are really rare to pull. So, like Tydebo, that's 1,000 right there. Shake Milton, you can get him for relatively cheap as well. 1,400 is the lowest. So as long as you're being smart about it, you can lock in a lot of these sets for super cheap. Now, this is where, again, people really don't understand that there is other collections that you guys can do that do give you tokens. And again, people completely overlook this stuff. I don't know why. So you do have these season tip-off ones. I don't really recommend locking these in because it's only 50 tokens, and there is a good amount that you do lock in. So I don't really recommend doing these, but those are 50 tokens each right there. Going on this side, though, these actually do have a lot. This draft set is 200 tokens right here. AD is relatively cheap. This Diamond Luka card is really cheap as well. Or Pink Diamond Luka, excuse me. He's pretty cheap. Glenn Robinson is super cheap. Brandon Ingram, Ben Simmons, they're all cheap. So this really is a free 200 tokens. No, I don't want to say free, but it is 200 tokens that you can lock in for. I was going to say, I thought these Pantheon sets actually locked in for tokens. It was the retro sets, excuse me. These retro sets do lock in for 200 tokens each. I've debated on locking in a few of them here. Like this one, I'm still debating on locking in. It's 200 tokens. I mean, Giannis is relatively cheap. I would actually probably end up using him if I didn't have the Opal one already. Jordan, I mean, you do have to put a bid on him, but he's kind of cheap. And then you have this Steph. He's relatively cheap as well. So this is another 600 tokens in these collections right here that you can lock in for. And then I believe that there's, no, definitely not that one. The Quantum set is 250. The Radioactive set is 250. Like, I'm not telling you guys to lock in these sets because it's a lot, but these are good methods on getting tokens. The final thing I'm going to say too is this is a tip that I still think a lot of people don't know about. If you guys go to your lifetime agendas here and you guys go to the complete collection thing, and you guys can see complete 20 Eastern Conference collection and then complete 20 Western Conference collection, you actually get 20 additional tokens per team, like for the first team that you lock in, one from the East and one from the West. So with these two right here, if you were to go to the 20 set, complete the Sixers, you're gonna get the 10 tokens from this, but also another 20 tokens from that like extra thing. And then if you were to lock in like the Clippers or whatever, you actually do get a 20 additional tokens just, you know, for the first time, you know, you actually lock in a set on each side. So let's talk about game modes though. Domination is by far like the best mode for tokens as far as the amount that it does give you, because it is guaranteed and they do give you a lot. These first three right here, I did the math in the beginning of the year and it gives you like 660 tokens. It is a ton that you get from these three right here. Heat check domination, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember too much, because I thought it did give you a token per game. Okay, maybe not. I think I did it with an event that had a token per game. But what, it does give you 180 because it's 30 per conference. There's 6, so it's like 180 right there. Plus, you know, so this is 200, and then these give you tokens as well. So you actually do get, you know, almost like probably over 250 tokens from just heat check domination. And then mystery domination, I did the math the other day, and yeah, it's another 200 plus token, you know, situation here. So there's a ton of tokens in domination that you guys can go ahead and get that is completely free. Domination is really easy to complete as well. I have tutorial videos on how to complete both of these. So I mean, right here you're looking at over 1,000 tokens just from playing domination. And then you do have the best game mode, in my opinion, to get tokens, and that is Triple Threat Online. I'm going to be making a video probably coming out later today as well on how to win Triple Threat games a lot easier to help you guys get through some of these boards and stuff like that. But you guys can see they have the 10 token spots, the 4, the 3, the 5, the 2, the 1. If you're playing through these, you're actually going to be getting a good amount of tokens, and it's the most consistent game mode for getting tokens. So if you guys were struggling to get tokens, Triple Threat Online is by far the best. You know, there are other ways, like, you know, you go into the XP stuff, but this isn't really a lot. I mean, it's 35 tokens right there. That's what? That's 45 tokens. I think the next one is 5. Yeah, so that's 50 tokens. Like, it's really a lot to get through, and it's a one-time thing, so it's not like you can just keep stacking them up. So I don't really recommend going through this as far as, you know, your best method for tokens. So like I said, domination is number one by far, and then I would say Triple Threat Online is the most consistent game mode once you complete domination to continuously give you tokens. Now there is other ways, obviously, like, you know, you have locker codes, you have, you know, unlimited, or not unlimited, but you have like limited, you have Triple Threat Offline. I just really wanted to give you guys the best thing. I mean, if you haven't finished Triple Threat Offline yet, it does give you a good amount of tokens as you go through, and you're going to be getting a token out of the vault over and over again. But I feel like at that point, you might as well just play Triple Threat Online, because you'll probably get through the games a little bit faster. People will be quitting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. But I just want to kind of go back and talk about collections just really quick, because again, I don't want you guys getting the wrong idea. I'm not telling you guys to lock in sets. It's not really the best idea. I'm just saying if you have a ton of MT, it's really not that bad. If you are like a no money spent player, yeah, I would kind of relax on the, you know, sets and stuff like that. You do have these jersey sets as well from Domination. Some people don't even know that this is a thing. So make sure you guys redeem your tokens from these jerseys. They do give you a good amount. I mean, like I said, like they give you what? How many tokens do you get? You get 20 from here. You get 20 from each side, so that's 40. That's 60, and then you get another 2 sets of, you know, thing here. So there's 100 tokens just in jerseys. So like, again, make sure you guys are paying attention to these little things, getting your jerseys and stuff like that. If I'm looking at these retro sets, like if I, like, this is my thing, right? For me to get Pistol Pete, what I could do right now is lock in a lot of these retro sets. Now, I wouldn't lock in this one because this one does have 4 opals in it, and it has 3 opals and a dark matter. There's no chance I'm locking this in for 200 tokens. I might consider this first one. I mean, Paul George is super cheap because of the locker code. Penny Hardaway is already going to be, never mind, because I think people have been locking in this one, and I think that's why Penny's a little expensive. But, you know, everybody else is going to be dumb cheap, so honestly, I think this is by far the best set to lock in. I actually think I'm going to. Like, literally, like, looking at that, it's kind of funny because, like, that is, like, insanely cheap. Like, that is, like, actually insanely cheap. So, this is where I'm saying, if you pick the right time, you could actually take advantage of some good stuff here. I mean, obviously, I do have a really good amount of MT on me, just from all the pulls and going through my collection and selling a bunch of stuff and whatnot. But yeah, like, I completely, you know, I get it. You know, collections are kind of hit or miss. That's why, like I said, I do try to avoid talking about collections a little bit, just because I don't want people to just be locking in things left and right. I completely get that. But Paul George having his own locker code, I mean, like, as far as the Easter thing, that was obviously a big deal. That made it, you know, super cheap to be able to, you know, basically do this sort of stuff. So again, if you just pick your times right, you'll definitely be able to, you know, go out and lock in a lot of these sets super easy. I mean, even this Diamond Kareem, he's like gonna be like 15K. I mean, it's really nothing, like, compared to, you know, some of these other sets that you're gonna have to be locking. Maybe not 15K. Okay. I don't know. Maybe not 15K. I don't know what happened to my man Kareem. He was looking cheap, but apparently, I don't know if those just got scooped up or what happened there. But my man was not looking cheap after that. So once I land Penny, I'll be able to lock in this set. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, or feel free to pull up to the Facebook stream. I'm going to be live all day, so feel free to pull up, ask some questions, and yeah, peace.